What's good, what's good, what's good, YouTube? We kicking it with KD and we back with a banger. Before we get this episode started, can we please give an OG member shout out to Misty, MYSTI. And remember, man, it costs $0 and 0 cents to be a good person, chat. If you got a chance to positively affect somebody's life, you should probably do that. And I've said this phrase so much, y'all should be saying it along the way with me now, okay? I love that because if I'm feeling that vibe, some of y'all out there must be feeling that vibe, and that means we have successfully created a positive environment for people like us. I could not make this without each and every small contribution that you guys give by commenting. And remember, it costs $0 and 0 cents to do that, gang. Before we start this banger, please, please, please give a shout out to one of my biggest supporters, Misty. Comment, what's up, Misty?
Being in his life.
You can't be trusted.
I've been accused 21 times of molesting my own son. 21 times.
Damn! It's wild.
Our child has been pointing fingers at you for 3 years.
I do believe that your son was molested, so either you did it or somebody else. Daniel says that over the past 2 years, he has been accused of molesting his own son 21 times.
Wow!
He believes that his ex, Jennifer, is fabricating these accusations because of their volatile past relationship. But Jennifer says she knows Daniel is a child molester and wants him out of their son's life completely. Take a look.
I've been accused 21 times of molesting my own son by my son's mother. Jennifer and I were together for about a year. It was a very volatile relationship. Once I got out of jail, I wanted to turn a new leaf and be a part of my son's life and show that I could be there, but Jennifer said she wanted to ruin my life. Jennifer is saying that I had played games with him where I'd have a magic wand, that Dad has a hard bed, things that don't even make sense. The accusations against me have been very hard on me, very emotional.
It has to be.
Have made me angry. I've cried. I have trouble sleeping. I have to see a therapist. I have had to have interviews with the police, CPS. All the accusations have been unfounded over 21 times.
For a claim like that, if I didn't do that shit, I would be scared every night, thinking I could go to jail. Because, you know, the cops love to kick the door in at 6 in the morning or like 5:30 a.m. I don't know why they do that shit, but they love doing it at that time.
It's frustrating that I'm not allowed to see my son. I'm only allowed to see him 1 time a week, 6 hours max supervised. It's hard. I want my son to have a normal life. I want to be in his life. I can't give him what I want him to have.
Right.
I want to know why she's making it up. I want to know what I did. I want to know what makes her think that it's her choice to make such an audacious statement that would cost me my son being in my son's life, let alone my son getting to be in my life. It's not her choice, and she won't drop it. I need Jennifer to know I'd never molest my son, and I just want this to be over.
Did you molest your son?
Never, Steve. I would never molest my son or any children at that.
Steve took the chairs completely off the stage.
Why do you believe she's accusing you of this?
I got out of jail. I tried to turn a new leaf. I wanted to be a part of my son's life. I started going to college. I was spending time with my son. And then I filed paperwork for a custody change because the people she was seeing, not healthy for my son, the men she was dating. And then she got...
She had full custody?
Yes, she had full custody.
And then you filed paperwork so you could get joint custody?
Yes, sir. I had changed for a primary placement order.
Right.
And she got served that paperwork, and I'd say about 10 days after she got served, maybe a little less, she took him to CPS and made these accusations.
Damn.
So you believe she's coaching your son?
Yes, sir.
To say that he's been molested. When you were with Jennifer, how was the relationship?
It wasn't healthy. I had a huge alcohol and drug problem. I'll admit that I wasn't the best man, and I'm ashamed of that. I've never laid hands on her, but I was loud, I was rude, and I was obnoxious.
I do respect somebody that could see when they was wrong and they could acknowledge that. I respect that.
But like I said, when I came home, I tried to change all that. I tried to be there for my son.
How long did you go away for?
3 years.
That's a long time. And you got help?
I got help. I got a lot of help, actually, psychologically, educationally. It took a lot of time. A lot of time. I had a huge temper problem.
And that's good. And you're past all the drugs and alcohol now?
Yes, sir.
Well, good for you.
If somebody in my comments and they recently completed a program, I don't care if it's drug or alcohol, any program to put your life in the right direction, I want to say I'm proud of you. And I want to say I knew you could do it, gang. You always had what it takes to be great. We all get sidetracked. Keep being great, gang.
Do you believe your son was molested?
I don't know what to believe. Honestly, I don't think he was ever molested. I think she has it fabricated in her mind that he was. I know that she's talked to him about her being molested in the past.
When was the last time you saw your son?
About 2 weeks ago. I get him every Saturday. I'm supposed to get him every Saturday from 10 to 6. Sometimes that doesn't happen, whether he doesn't want to come or it's just it's supervised. So just if I don't have a supervisor, I can't get him.
Well, before I bring your wife out, I do want to say, like, going through something like this, and if you didn't do it, it's got to be really hard on you. But whatever you're feeling or whatever hurts you, don't slide back into the drugs and alcohol.
Right.
All right.
Steve.
All right, let's meet your ex, the mother of your child. Let's bring out Jennifer.
Let's go.
How you doing, Jennifer?
It's been a rough day.
No. Well, you guys were together, right?
Yeah.
And you had a little boy? Mm-hmm. How long were you guys together for?
We were together through like most of the pregnancy. Our relationship was verbally abusive and...
No, but how long did your relationship last?
About a year.
About a year.
She was ready to tell all.
Obviously, when you were together, he was on drugs and alcohol.
Yes.
Why were you with somebody that was on drugs and alcohol?
I was young and I realized when we had our kid that that was not somebody that should be in our kid's life. So that's when I had to leave him.
You could go to prison for 3 years, right?
Yes.
And he said while he was in there that he got help for drugs and alcohol, got some counseling, some education, and he came out and wanted to turn a new leaf in his life. Did you see that?
No.
You didn't?
Wow.
What didn't you see?
The problem with that is that my son, I have to, if I don't believe my son, then who will? Right. So I'm obligated to believe the things that he says to me.
What
and
did
the
your
things
son
he
say
says to me are graphic. My son has said to me that after bath time, that when he was watching him, they went in the room across from the bathroom, and that his pants, where my son described that the pants, where he was naked and the pants were on his ankles. My son was, so he said pants were here, and then he said I didn't want to see his butt, and he turned around and there was like a snake he could play with. He said it was purple. So as a
Man, hell no.
to hear your child tell you that, to hear your son tell you stories that sound like he has been molested, I have to. What mother wouldn't call Health and Human Services, and what mother wouldn't try and do what she could to keep her child safe?
If he said that shit, good job. Good job. I would have did the same thing.
Our son is in therapy every week.
What happened? You brought him in. What did he tell them?
Hold on. What did the authorities say about these allegations?
The authorities questioned my son. They gave him a 15-minute forensic interview. And my son then told me after we got into the car after the first forensic interview that he was scared about the table and the microphone in the table, because he said if these recordings go out and I talk about my dad, then I'm scared. And he said, Mom, I lied. So as a mother, to hear that, to hear your child be scared, you robbed him of his childhood.
You robbed me of being in his life. I didn't do anything. 21 times. I didn't do anything.
Talking with his hands.
21 times.
That's fictitious. Like, where do you get the 21 times from?
Fictitious. You brought him from doctor to doctor to doctor, and each time he said nothing happened. That's not true, but
In
when
the
we went to
psych-
court, I got
No.
primary placement, temporary, primary, supervised
You are
placement.
supervised 1 day a week. What do you think that means? That means that you can't be trusted.
I got to imagine, though, while he was away in prison, you had to date other people, right?
Yes.
Any chance that any of these other people that came in your life, maybe they molested your son?
I don't believe so because my son talks about his father.
But at a young age, wouldn't he be confused? Or could he have been confused?
When my son, he talked about his father all the time, about being scared, and he still talks about being scared. He still talks about being scared of his dad.
Sees his dad still, even though it was 2 weeks ago, he saw his dad, right?
He doesn't like going over to your house because he tells me that he's scared.
You ever see any physical signs of abuse?
Yes. When my son, I picked him up after he had stayed the weekend with relatives, and you had access to him at that point. You were visiting when he would stay at your relative's house. I picked him up from the bus. We went to the store, and then we went home. During the store, he wouldn't sit in the cart. He didn't want to sit in his car seat, but I was in a rush to get dinner made and get him in the shower. At dinner, he squatted the whole time. He wouldn't even sit, and this is odd behavior for my child. So then at shower time, I realized that he has abrasions on the upper inner part of his thighs.
How does that even happen, bro?
Above and below the shaft of his penis and above his anus. And for a mother to undress her child for shower time and then see that there are these injuries and have her child tell her that it is because of you, that's just heart-wrenching and horrible.
Did you take your son to the hospital after that?
Yeah. The doctor said that their skin layers worn off from constant rubbing.
Now, after the first allegation, your son did tell CPS that it was one of your ex-boyfriends, right?
Yes.
Is that correct? Why don't you believe that allegation?
Looking back on it, like, I wish I had made a better choice as a mother. Like, I was young.
But isn't it possible that that person's responsible for this?
Based off what my son says, it's possible it could have been both.
Are you fabricating this story?
No.
Are you coaching your son to say things against Daniel?
Absolutely not. Why would I want this for my child? Like,
Did the authorities, this other person, did the authorities investigate that person?
yes,
And what did they determine with that?
that it was unfounded.
Unfounded.
That's not true.
And if he would to come up that he's telling the truth, that he didn't molest your son, will you be able to let your son go and be with him and have a normal relationship with his father?
I would be really shocked if he passed.
If it turns out that you are not the person who has done these horrible things to my child, then we will co-parent.
Okay. Jennifer came here. She took a lie detector test. It was your idea to come on the show. You want to clear your name. But we tested Jennifer whether she was fabricating the story. And we asked you, are you fabricating the story of Daniel molesting your son? You answered no. The results for your lie detector test, Jennifer. She took a lie detector test. It was your idea to come on the show. You want to clear your name. But we tested Jennifer whether she was fabricating the story. And we asked you, are you fabricating the story of Daniel molesting your son? You answered no. The results for your lie detector test, Jennifer, is you told the truth.
See, we knew that.
But the bad news is, then I got to believe that somebody did molest your son. Because if you're not making it up, which you're not, then something happened to him.
Straight up.
And nobody wants to hear that. So either you did it or somebody else did it. All right, Daniel came here and he took a lie detector test. He's been
Before we get this shit started, chat, drop them comments right now. Yes, he did it. No, he didn't. And no fucking spoiling. Under no circumstances. Do not spoil nothing.
For how long has this been going on?
About 3 years.
3 years. 3 years of being accused of a child molester. Not only a child molester, molesting your own son. So you finally called the show and said, hey, I want to clear my name. And he came on the show and we asked Daniel, have you ever had physical contact with your son for your own sexual gratification? Daniel answered no. We asked him, have you ever exposed yourself to your son? Daniel answered no. The results came back the same to each question. And they came back that Daniel told the truth.
Yo, I was fucking wrong, bro. Jeez. Yo, I'm sorry, gang. That's crazy.
Will you please work with me? Will you work with me, please? Please, will you work with me? Will you work with me? Will you co-parent
That's crazy.
for our son? You got your answers, please. Will you please co-parent with me finally? All this time I've been trying to tell you.
We will discuss things, but my son has told graphic stories about you.
Well, your son might have been confused at the time, too. I'll say this. There's a lot of factors that come into play here. One, Daniel's been investigated numerous times by different various agencies. No allegations ever been substantiated. He came here, he took probably the most comprehensive lie detector test given in this country, and he passed it. And you got to feel comfortable with the results because we tested you, and you are telling the truth. So you got to know we're not fudging the results here. You know what you told is the truth, and obviously what he told is the truth.
Uncomfortable truth here is something is going on with that boy.
I do believe that your son was molested because I do believe that your son came to you and said something happened to him. And as a responsible mother, you took action. And I believe that your son maybe said daddy. But because Daniel's been out of his life for big chunks of his very young life, he might be confused about who daddy is at a certain period of time.
Steve.
So whatever guys you had in your past, I would certainly keep every single one of them away. But, you know, he seems like he's certainly trying. Certainly seems like he loves his son and wants to be part of his son's life. I mean, do you believe that?
I don't know what to believe now that the test results have come out this way.
Okay.
But I said that I would co-parent.
No. I'll say this. Come on, Daniel. Don't run. Daniel, come on. Don't run away.
You know what? He probably feel like he can't win in the situation. It's like no matter what he does, he still loses. That's fucked up, bro. He passed the test. He deserved to see his kid. Come on now.
You're here to fight for your son. You got to stay out here, buddy. I'm with you on this, but you got to stand up and fight. And I'll say this for Jennifer. This is something that you believed for a long time, and just because you get these results, you know, it's got to take something to get absorbed in a little bit, understand it. I understand that you've been thinking that Daniel has been molesting your son for a long time. He's coming back out. But at some point, gotta stand and fight, right?
Why can't
We
you
have
know
to
what
take
to
what
believe?
our son says serious. So
I
if it
understand
was
that,
not you,
but
then we
if
need
it's
to
not
figure
me,
out
then
why
we need
he's
to figure
saying
out who
that.
it is.
Exactly.
But not attack me. I've already lost 3
I'm
years
not
because you've been
attacking
blaming
you.
me.
Okay.
All I've done is try to be a voice for our child because our child has been pointing fingers at you for 3 years.
I just hope that when you get off the show and the cameras are off you and you can, you know, come down off this a little bit, that you can understand that Daniel didn't do this and that he wants to be a part of his son's life. You're parents, right? And if both parents are involved in a child's life, everybody's life's easier, including the child. I hope it works out for you. You let us know. I hope it works out for you. And if there's anything we can help you find out who molested your child, we'd certainly like to help
We
you.
would like to explore that
Okay.
for sure. Yes.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, Dan.
Man, I was really expecting him to fail. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought he did that shit. But kudos to him. I hope he was able to co-parent with his baby mama and they was able to have some moments with his family, man. Yeah.